title of this video is something, whatever, like I'm excited for the future, but focused on the present. And that is very true. We're in this cut, feeling good, looking slightly better and better each day. And I just cannot fucking wait for the end of this thing to just, I want to look unfucking recognizable. I want my parent, I want to get home for Christmas break and my parents to be worried. That's how lean I want to fucking get. And you know, obviously my goal isn't to be like, let's see how many people I can scare with this, but just, I just love the idea of pushing yourself so fucking hard. And I love that I've given myself this time frame because I'm going to push myself as hard as I fucking can. And I want to push my fucking self and get as lean as I possibly can. And then come the new year, right? That's my chop deadline for the cut here. Really pushing myself on really gaining strength while trying to maintain leanness, right? So we'll see. Maintenance calories, maybe around 3,000, something like that, 200 grams of protein. And then really trying to go for, especially bench. In the past, even recently, not that far in the past, I kind of think of myself as like, I can maybe get a little bit aesthetic, but I'll never really be that strong. And like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to tell myself I can't? You know what I mean? That's damn near half of my own personal fucking mantra is that anyone can fucking do anything you put your mind to as long as you really try and don't cheat yourself. And I'm thinking like, fuck it, I did 225 for 4. There's no fucking reason that I can't be doing 225 for 10 for 12 by the end of that, whatever, surplus, maintenance, main gain, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So right, that's me very focused on the future and super excited for, the end of that. Hopefully it'll probably be a 3-month thing. So January, February, March, something like March would be where that would end. Or, who knows, if I stay lean, we'll keep pushing it. But that's the future. The present has been going good. There was a weekend recently where I stumbled a bit. Didn't count my calories in a couple days and kind of fell into a bit of a rut, but that happens. Shit happens. And we're back to it. I rediscovered the fucking magic of rice cakes. Holy shit, they're amazing. They're great. But I also, this is like day 3 of having a fixed sleep schedule, which I think that's going to help a lot because even though I'm awake for the same amount of hours, I do notice that the 14 hours I'm awake during the day, if that 14 hours is from, what I don't know the exact math, but let's fucking call it 8 to 11 or 8 to 12, something like that. That's very different than being awake from like 12 to 2 in the morning, right? I feel like the longer it's dark outside, the more I want a devious snack. But feeling locked, feeling good, upping the cardio, and really just very excited to get to that point of being lean, but also excited of pushing myself. And I know it's going to get harder and harder from here, especially into the holiday season. But I'm excited for it. It also makes me want to push harder on content and making all this stuff. And I have all these ideas that I want to do, and I want to do a million things at once. But I like the priority being the offline version of myself, right? Like the person I see every single day. I'm not going to make a YouTube video with my physique and lifting every single fucking day. I see it. And that being the priority is really important to me. But I also want to, make content that I enjoy. So I have a million fucking ideas about things I want to do with different, with streaming, with YouTube, with TikTok, with Instagram, with everything. But keeping the priority of getting just fucking thick skin shredded first is something that I'm looking forward to. And I am excited to just having that deadline does feel good. Of the new year of 2026 is going to be the year that Clark starts to actually put some motherfucking plates on the barbell, just because I want to. You know what I mean? I'm not a bodybuilder. I partake in bodybuilding, but I'd call myself a lifter. I feel like if you're a bodybuilder, I feel like at that point you have to be professional to call yourself a bodybuilder. At least it's kind of my opinion on it. But I enjoy bodybuilding, and I've always been like, you don't really need to focus on trying to get a ton of strength, which I guess is kind of true. But, I mean, when's the last time you saw a guy with a 315 bench with a tiny little chest? Pretty rare. Pretty fucking rare, unless they have the most hyper sufficient muscles ever. Anyways, but that's where I'm at. Feeling good, feeling organized, feeling disciplined, and ready to just keep going on this thing. So that's my little update. I want to try to record another vlog Friday or Saturday. It would probably be a little bit longer, start earlier in the day and whatever, but I got to find a gym here in Seattle that I can record at without being told off, and a friend that's willing to do it for me. So that's going to be the update. Fucking excited for the future. I can't fucking wait for the future, but also locked in the present and enjoying the moment. See you hopefully within a week. No promises. Bye.